I think I was about 21 when I lost my mind. I was living in this house with my best friend and this couple, and the girl was cool, but her boyfriend often had red eyes, and the house always smelled really spicy when he came over, so we'll call him Sir Drugs-a-Lot. So one night, Sir Drugs-a-Lot said, "Hey, I've got these marijuana brownies, so let's try them, yeah? Who made them and what's the dosage?" I should have said, but didn't. And instead I said, "Yes, let the drugging commence. Post haste." So we ate these things, and they tasted strong, very strong indeed. I ate too, because I had a medical condition back then called being a fucking idiot. We planned an evening of Mario Kart and cake and watching The Matrix and deciding we were living in a simulation, man, etc. But around an hour in, Sir Drugs-a-Lot said he felt a bit unusual and was going to bed. "Sir Drugs-a-Lot," I said, "you can't go to bed, you gave us these, silly." And he said, "Yeah, but I didn't make them." "What?" I said. "Yeah, someone gave them to me at a party. In Birmingham." "In Birmingham?" we all yelled. "So you don't know how strong these are? These drugs from Birmingham?" "No, it's fine," he said. And I guess that was when hell began. Because it started to feel a bit like, you know that feeling when you're going up in a lift, but the lift is full of blue fire and you're convinced no one ever loved you and you can't remember how to fucking breathe? Yeah, it was like that, really. Everyone else at this point went to bed, but I'm an insomniac, at least when I'm on drug-fueled existential journeys into the unconscious anyway, so I laid down on the sofa for a bit. I got the TV on finally, and it was about halfway through Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I realised I no longer had the dexterity to even change the channel. So I made the best of it, and just leant back into whatever was going to happen. To the sound of hysterical screaming and revving chainsaws, I attempted to recede into myself. To that spot at the heart of the psyche where the Buddhists and Hindus tell us all of inner contentment springs from. And the quest took me down a river, curtained by glass vines and geometries from other universes, where the circumference is nowhere and the centre is everywhere. And there it was, finally, peace of mind, waiting in the distance. And when I came to my peace of mind at last, there was a note there instead, and the note read, "Buckle up, motherfucker." Speech, motor control, memory, it all went out the window, and as my mind fell apart like soggy bits of cake, I stopped trying to stay sane and gave in. Dead relatives appeared before me, desperately trying to say something but unable to speak. I saw myself as an older man, then an old man, and then a dead man. I desperately looked for an I or a me on the inside and found none. Nothing to hold on to, just atoms pretending to be a person. And then finally, I was just a mind floating in space. There was no history, no future. It had always been like that, I knew. I had only been dreaming of being a human this whole time, something I did occasionally to stop from going mad. And now, I was alone, again, back in the real universe where the only physical constants were unrelenting horror and infinite nothing in all directions. It had no beginning, it had no end. I would spend an eternity like this. "Oi," said a voice. "Who's that?" I said. "Well, this is your subconscious. Look, just chill out. Since we have almost infinite time here, we're going to spend some of it making sure you don't make such a dumb mistake again. Rule 1. Know your dose. Plenty of information exists online about how much you should be taking of a certain substance, given your height, weight, and experience. Don't be a silly sausage and gobble any old amount. It's your mind. Be smart. Rule 2. Know your company. If you must insist on taking mind-altering substances, make sure it's with people you trust, not bellends at a party or something. 3. Know thyself. If you are of a skittish or neurotic disposition, hallucinogens may not be for you, nor may substances like cannabis, which in large doses, especially when eaten, mimic psychedelics anyway. Rule 4. Know your chemical. How long do the effects usually last? Is it 9 hours at this dose? Well, then if you're 7 hours in, it's only another 2 hours if you're having a bad time. You will be normal again soon. Rule 5. Know reality. Yes, the world is suddenly very confusing and even scary, but to be honest, before you took whatever it was, the world was equally confusing and scary. You just had lots of time to get used to that version. Besides, this one will be gone soon anyway. Be cool, everything's gonna be okay, have a cup of tea, wait it out. Also, write to your mum more, she misses you. Stop eating frozen chips out of the bag, you freak. Thanks, I said. That was great. Won't be taking excessive amounts of substances again in a hurry, that's for sure. Yeah. So, how much longer do we have left here? About an eternity, right? Yep. Just you and me? Yes. You You wanna cuddle a bit? What? Nothing?